I just wanted to drop this really quick follow-up video to anyone who has the HeyGears wash unit and may have suffered from the same leaking problem that mine did. These buckets are really neat, and I'm really into the idea that HeyGears proposes with these. Each bucket can drain into itself in succession. So if you have these shipped with two, you can then drain the first one into the next. And basically, what this does is it limits your exposure to the washing alcohol and the resin fumes that come with the necessary evil that is resin post processing. These buckets, in turn, fit into HeyGears' very unique approach to the resin washing and agitation. Most other companies use a magnetic impeller inside the washing tub, which produces a whirlpool and subsequently washes the prints. However, HeyGears opts to just swirl the entire tub, and Shen and I have affectionately been calling this machine the hula whoosh because it just kind of does the hula whoosh. It's really hard to describe exactly what it does, but that's what we say. For those of you who have mentioned in the comments so far that this motion is really violent almost, this motion can be dialed back. It is variable. So if you're washing a print that you, like in a resin that might be a little bit softer, you can make it a little bit more, you know, easier on the print. Anyway, while we were reviewing the HeyGears Reflex, we had a pretty serious leak from both of these tubs at the exact same time, leaving us with a really big mess and a lot of wasted alcohol. I said that I was going to try to fix this in that video, and this is that video. This draining mechanism is shockingly simple. It does seem very over-engineered on the outside, but it really isn't. Inside is a very typical looking brass plumbing style ball valve sandwiched between this plastic retainer and the bucket itself. The issue is absolutely this O-ring, which on this bucket has no indication that there's very much pressure put on it. You can see the difference here. I actually got two more of these from HeyGears. They sent these as replacements before I was able to figure this out. And you can definitely see on this other one, as I took them all apart, that there has been a lot more pressure put on this O-ring and not on this one. And this is what was causing the leak. This is an extremely easy fix, and if I was a plumber of any kind of repute, I would just replace this O-ring. I'm sure you can just get them in a thicker size, but I am not. And all I really had were these typical garden hose size O-rings. Obviously, they don't fit. So yeah, best of luck finding one. I wouldn't even really know what to search for. This is the size of them in millimeters, and this is the thickness, and I wish you luck on Amazon. I'm going to be going for a liquid solution using something that I already have on hand, and I've been using it for years with a lot of really good results. It is extremely durable and long-lasting and chemically resistant, and it just sticks to everything. So this is No Nails Wet Grab Construction Adhesive. You could almost certainly also get away with just using like silicone. I just didn't have any on hand. Again, I just wanted to use what I had and not put any more additional money into this. We start by undoing the bottom threaded part that helps interlock with the lid and remove this O-ring. Take off these 4 Phillips screws and use an M2 Allen key to remove the knob. Remove the ball valve, and assuming you have used this and found out that it is leaking, make sure you wipe off any dirty alcohol that might be stuck in the corners or resin pigment that might be just hanging around. I generally apply the no nails onto the rim and around it because why not? This is an adhesive. If it doesn't stick to the rubber O-ring, it will stick to the metal and plastic, no problem, guaranteeing that there will be no leak. Put that ball valve back on and make sure it's aligned and then reassemble everything. Then I cleaned up the extra no nails that had squished out, indicating to me that this was in fact sealed very well, making sure that it doesn't get inside of the ball valve mechanism and making sure there's nothing to inhibit the drain hole. And then leave it alone for a day or so to cure properly. The next day, I opened and closed the ball valve several times just to make sure that it was all clear and to mimic some actual use, making sure that it wasn't the ball valve itself that was the problem. And of course, to make sure that the adhesive actually stuck. I put about a cup of water in each and put some dry paper towel under them and waited several hours to see if there would be any drips or serious leaks. Thankfully, this solution seems to have worked, and it is incredibly simple, albeit not very professional. If you just have the right washer, just use that. So yeah, that's this very simple fix. I really do like this wash machine. If you're interested in the HeyGears Reflex review, I will have a link to that in the description below. And of course, its accompanying resins. We are probably the first people on all of YouTube to have reviewed the HeyGears Pack 10, PAC10, castable resin from HeyGears. I won't spoil it here, but definitely go check out that video. It is well worth a watch. And if you're in the jewelry space, you won't want to miss out.
Of course, we have many other videos. Check out those as well. And I will see you guys